Hi everybody, my name is Jenoa.
And I'm Mo.
We are here today having the sex. I recently decided to take 1 year off of alcohol. 1 year sobriety. It's great to get a real perspective on what your relationship with alcohol is. Okay, so it made me start thinking and having sober sex, which when you're with a long-term partner is
You have
normal.
sober sex all the time.
Right, but when you first are going out with people and first being intimate with them, I'm going to be honest, a couple of glasses of wine, even just one, really kind of takes the nerves away, right?
I think a lot of the dating culture really revolves around going and meeting for a drink,
Yep.
Having dinner with a
Yep.
glass of wine, maybe an entire bottle of wine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a natural lubricant that makes us less inhibited.
Mm-hmm.
So when we don't know somebody, it makes it easier to
it helps a lot.
get into that,
Open space.
let's make out.
Gives you some liquid courage.
Yeah.
To make the first move
Right.
if you're interested. It gives you some balls. So sober people, we don't have that help. So we're very present and
It really forces you to be in the moment.
yes,
You
and sometimes
can't
the
run,
moment-
you can't hide.
No, you can't, and you can't, and there's no dulling. There's nothing dull.
Right.
Nothing is dull. It's all fully present.
It might be a little bit nerve-wracking, but I have a feeling you are going to give us the answer on how to deal with that.
Well, I'm still learning the answer, and the bottom line is if you're really attracted to someone, you're really attracted to someone. So maybe part of it is sort of like weeding out bad sex or sex that maybe you shouldn't even be having anyway, because maybe there's not a lot of chemistry.
Right.
Maybe sobriety maybe it'll help you make better choices.
Right. It's probably a great way to weed out the beer goggles sex.
There are no beer goggles. They don't exist in
Right,
sober land.
right.
So there's one thing.
Well, one thing that I like to talk about, if you don't mind me piggybacking on your sober sex, is when people do embark on sobriety as
a lifestyle.
As a lifestyle, you go to AA or NA or something like that, therapy. A lot of times, sex and intimacy and or dating and relationships can be a trigger that causes you to start using again. So
Right.
the two are kind of intertwined. What you're talking about, being present and having sex sober and being really conscious about it. And what I'm talking about is when you get sober and you start dating again or you start having sex with your partner again, to know that it might bring some of that feelings up, because a lot of times addictions mask some sort of sexual relational issue at its core.
So I think it's important, as always, to just get honest with yourself about what you're doing, and it's okay to say I'm really nervous.
I think that's a great point.
I'm really nervous, and sometimes if you just put it out there, it's like a pressure valve.
Right.
You can
Right.
just dissipate it.
And I think that brings up a great issue too, just because you are now not drinking, are you going to be avoiding intimate situations? I think that a lot of people that go sober, that choose sober lifestyles, recognize that sex or intimacy or dating brings up triggers for them,
Yes.
and hence they start avoiding it.
Right.
And then, then you start having a fragmented sort of compartmentalized life,
Right.
where only sex and relationships and dating exist when you're partying and getting drunk and getting high,
Yeah.
versus you want to be able to have all of that sex, intimacy, fun, and still be sober 100%.
I think it's also okay to say, maybe I'll just move really slow and not get rid of all intimacy altogether, but maybe, communicate to the person, I'd really like to try starting really slow, even just holding hands.
Right.
And work your way slowly up till as you're comfortable, get more comfortable slowly, as opposed to maybe you used to go to the bar, down some glasses of wine and go plow someone in the bathroom.
Right.
Maybe it's time to try something new.
Right.
Where you can be present.
Where you deliberately go through the steps. First you hold hands, then maybe you go and have a makeout session in a park somewhere.
Levels of intimacy that
Yeah.
you feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
I think that would be less triggering for sure.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. And then just in general, if you're in a sexual situation and you start to feel self-conscious and weird, acting, they have in Meisner, I'm a Meisner trained actor, one of the biggest things they teach us is to focus on your partner. When you start feeling self-conscious, stop thinking about you and just start thinking about them. What you're doing to them, their skin, the things that you find attractive about them. Get out of your own head and get back into the game. And so it's, meditation is actually a really good way to be able to get real about where you're at and to alter your mind state, and it will help you a lot if you get into your head during sex.
Yep, and it's called mindfulness as well.
Yes, mindfulness.
Where you're totally focused on what's happening in the moment, the here and now.
And sobriety really forces you to be present, and if you marry that with mindfulness meditation and mindfulness training, it can really help you get the most out of your sobriety.
It can totally enhance your sexuality and your relationships as well.
Absolutely. As soon as you get out of your head and back into what you're doing, it's fucking fabulous.
It's pretty amazing how amazing and awesome sober sex can be. I mean, for one, you're totally experiencing every emotion in the moment, and number two, you get to remember all of it.
Yeah,
you get to remember most of it.
It's very deliberate, and it means more.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing. Sex with meaning. Hi.
That's what we're all about here.